If your credit score is below a 700, never fix your credit until you watch this full video, because there are 4 mistakes most people make and it will cost you bad credit for the next 7 years. What's up? My name is Dave Cousins. I'm the co-founder of the Credit Team, and I help people get results like this, and like this. In today's video, I'm breaking down 4 common mistakes most people make so you can avoid them, so you can knock the credit bureaus out to improve your credit score. Mistake number 1 is trying to fix your credit without actually knowing what's on there, because you can't fix what you can't see. So I'm going to break this down so you can understand what I'm talking about, and you can leverage the information that nobody shares, that nobody knows about, but you, since you're watching this video, you're going to have access to it. So first things first, you need to understand this. You can't fix what you can't see. So we got to go to hiddencreditreport.com. And the link is going to be pinned to the description and pinned to the comments as well, so you can have access to your hidden credit report, right? Now, once you go to hiddencreditreport.com, when you log in, right, you're going to fill out the information, okay? And then it's going to be a $1 trial to do this. And then you want to keep this as well. Now, what you want to do is when you log in, you're going to click on this right here, click on reports, okay? And then once you click on reports, you're going to click on 3B reports and scores, okay? I got you. I'm going to break it all down. Now, once you do that, you're going to click on switch to classic view. See, the reason why this is hidden is because most people don't even know this report even exists, and most people don't even know about this button right here where you can switch it to classic view to be able to leverage the information. So what you're going to see now is a full report, and it's a lot of information. But what I would tell you to do is either, number 1, screenshot the negative accounts. You can either screenshot it or download the whole entire report. Because once you download the whole entire report, I'm going to show you the second mistake most people make because they don't know, but you ain't going to be able to make this mistake. You're going to be able to avoid it. So I got you. So you can either do 2 things. Download the report or screenshot the negative accounts that's holding you back. What you're going to see is your personal information. You're going to see your open accounts. You're going to see your closed accounts. You're going to see anything that's holding your score back. You're going to see the inquiries. You're going to see everything on your report. But this information gives you the ability to dispute with Experian, TransUnion, and Equifax, because most people don't even know about the laws that exist for them to help them increase their chances of removing that negative account without waiting 7 long years. All right. So I got you. Now, let's just say, I'm just assuming that you're going to do the screenshots, right? You're going to screenshot all the negative accounts on your report. I don't care what you have. If you have a charge off, if you have a bankruptcy, if you have an eviction, if you have a repossession, if you have student loans with late payments, any negative account that's holding your credit score back, you want to screenshot those accounts. Now, once you screenshot those accounts, what most people do wrong is not leverage what's the future, which is artificial intelligence, right? Now, there are laws that are in place, and let me tell you, I'm not a lawyer. I'm just here to show you your rights, okay? So what you want to do is leverage the laws that are in place and leverage AI and leverage your hidden credit report to find things that's going to allow you to increase your chances of removing the collection, because whether you owe the money or not, that's not what we're talking about. There are laws in place that if you see the account and is not reported 100% correctly, if it's not up to standards or according to the law, it gives you the ability to apply pressure to get the account removed off of your report so you don't have to be stuck with bad credit for the next 7 years, okay? So let's break this down. Let me help you. Now, grab the screenshots, right? Okay, now once you grab the screenshots, then what you're going to do is just upload it. You're going to go over to Claude, okay? And what you're going to do is upload those screenshots, okay? Now you're going to leverage this prompt right here. you're going to tell it to do this. Act like a world-class dispute expert with 20 plus years and find violations according to the Fair Credit Reporting Act, which is the laws at Metro 2 compliance with, which is Experian, TransUnion, Equifax. Basically, there are things that they have to abide by procedures as well when it comes to reporting certain information. Okay. So when you do that, here's an example. Oh, snap. I don't even know. Press enter. Now, what's going to happen is, as you can see, is going to basically look at that screen or those screenshots, right? And once it looks at those screenshots, it's going to think, as you can see right here. But as it's thinking, it's finding all the different things, all the discrepancies. And basically what we're going to do is leverage this in your favor to increase your chances of getting this account removed from your report. All right. All right, so let's break this down. Let's see what it talks about. Let's see what you can leverage so you can increase your chances of getting any negative account removed off your report. All right. So as you can see, this paid progressive collection zero balance reported by a third party collection agency appearing across all three bureaus, which is Experian, TransUnion, Equifax, since it's already at zero. The play here isn't validation or pay for delete. It's deleting through inaccuracy. Okay. And this trade line gives you plenty to work with. The same account is being reported 3 different ways. Here's what the bureaus contradict each other. So as you can see, right? TransUnion is an Experian, right? And it breaks it down field by field, right? So date of last activity, TransUnion has this date, Experian has this date, Equifax has a totally different date. Date reported has one specific date, Experian has one specific date, Equifax has another specific date. Date open, right? TransUnion have this date, Experian has this date, Equifax has this date. Last verified, TransUnion has a date, Experian, Equifax don't have a date. Creditor remarks, paid collection, original creditor, as you can see. And this internally contradicts each other, as you can see. Like there's a lot of things going on. So the strong violation bulletproof, these can't all be true. As you can see, number 1, date of last activity, 3 conflicting dates. And based on those 3 conflicting dates, you can leverage that in your favor to get the account removed from your report based on this law right here. Okay. Now let's go over the second thing. Okay. Date open. Based on the date open, based on this specific law, it will allow it to increase your chances of getting the account removed from your report. Now, as you can see right here, secondary violation of reinforcement based off of Metro 2 requirements, you can see. Now, what we'll do next is the second thing is crafting a letter, right? That will increase your chances of getting the account removed from your report. See, what most people do is, I'm going to basically show you. What most people do is leverage a letter that doesn't have the actual account on their report. So they make a generic letter. That's a mistake most people make. But leveraging a letter with the actual screenshot of the account is showing the discrepancies of the actual account, right? And then you will do account name and account number. This account is being reported with multiple factual and inconsistency and complete data violations, and violating the Fair Credit Reporting Act requirements under maximum possible accuracy or other laws that you see on Claude, right? So, and then what you would tell it to do is delete account immediately for violations of 15 USC 1681 EB or any other laws that it tells you to do. Now, if you want to get a template of this letter, right? If you want to get a template, all you have to do is go to share list tab, freesecretletter.com, right? Go to free secret letter, click right here. Once you click right here, it's going to get you access to your information. Then it's going to send it to your email, and you should also get a text message as well. Okay. Now, also check your spam. Okay. Now, this is the third mistake most people make, right? Like I said, is not creating a letter based off of the inconsistencies and based off of their actual report. And the thing that most people don't also do is get the letter notarized. Now, the reason why you want to get the letter notarized is because with Experian, TransUnion, Equifax, they like to play crazy. They like to say, you sound like, is this actually you? Is this somebody else? So to avoid that, so you could actually um, get your letter investigated by Experian, TransUnion, Equifax, a thorough investigation, quote unquote. What you want to do is get it notarized. So now they can't say this is not you. Once you get it notarized, then you also add 3 forms of identification. You'll add your driver's license, you'll add proof of residency, and proof of residency, it could be a water bill, light bill, account statement, insurance, any type of bill that has, and then you'll add a picture of either you can add your passport as another proof of verification, or you can add your social security card, right? Or a picture of it, right? Either or. Add those 3, plus get it notarized. And remember, send your letter certified. Either do certified, or you can do certified with return receipt. Okay. When you go to the post office, they'll know what you're talking about. Okay. And then that's how you craft your letter. The 4th common mistake most people make is not actually having a goal. Right? I get on the phone with people all the time, and we break down the credit report, we break down audits, we come up with game plans. And what I realize is most people don't have a clear goal that they want to accomplish. Most people don't wake up and say, hey, I just want this specific. Most people want a specific thing, and their credit score is messed up. So for you, it can be, I want an apartment. I want better credit to get an apartment. I want better credit to get a house. I want better credit so I can get a new car. I want better credit so I can get a equipment loan for my business. I want better credit so I can get access to funding to help me market my business. I want better credit so I can buy a business. I want better credit for everybody has specific goals, right? Or I want better credit so I can get a HELOC loan so I can leverage that. Everybody have different goals, but I want you to understand this. You don't have to have perfect credit to get the specific goal that you want, because based off how Experian, TransUnion, Equifax work and how the banks works, there are banks that only pull from specific credit bureaus. There are banks that only pull from Experian. There are banks that only pull from TransUnion and Equifax. And you can go to those specific banks and get access once one of your credit scores is good enough. Now, if you need help coming up with a game plan based on your specific goal, based on everything on your profile, and you don't have time, me and my team can come up with a customized game plan based on what you have going on. And if that's something that you want to do, you can click the button below, or click the button in the description, not click the button, or click the link in the description or in the comments, right? And get on a credit audit, and let's help you come up with a game plan based on what you have going on. Thank you for watching this video.